This is not your average podcast. No, sir. You are now plugged in. Real life, real business, real music. No stepped on. I am the plug. Hey, if you want something, you gotta go get it. And if you can't get it, then you don't want it bad enough. You gotta get up off your motherfucking ass, and you gotta do what you gotta do to get to where you wanna be. You gotta grind. You gotta make sacrifices. You gotta be willing to struggle. And you gotta realize that ain't nobody gonna give you shit, man. You can make excuses all you want to. You can blame other people all you want to, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to do what you gotta do, man. And one thing that I always tell people is that, man, can't nobody put limits on you. The only person that can limit you is you. And that's why I created this podcast, cause I wanted to help you realize that ain't no motherfucking limits. You could do whatever you put your mind to. All you gotta do is plug in, cause I am the real plug. Yeah. We got Static in the motherfucking building. CEO of Gift of Gab Entertainment.
Gift of Gab ENT.
Man, you already
LLC.
know what it is. What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? What's going on with you, Barz?
Man, hey, I'm just, we talked a little bit before this, man, and one of the things I was thinking, like, man, how we gonna get some good content out there? How we gonna get a good show, after we just rap for a minute, and we went live too, but then, it just hit me like, man, when you, like, we ain't never had no conversation that wasn't meaningful. I don't care what we was talking about, and when you real, that's how it is, and the person I got on here today, man, hands down, one of the realest motherfuckers I never ever met. My motherfucking partner, man, ain't never switched up. And look, we ain't, man, we had times where, we ain't see eye to eye, we ain't agree on shit, we even had time we wasn't even speaking, you know what I'm saying? But we still go get that motherfucking workout in. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, this is Static. He's a audio and recording engineer, an artist, a producer, a business owner, an entrepreneur, man, and a real motherfucker. And he's gonna be dropping his latest single, She Go, tonight, right here on the show.
Yes, sir.
And the plug,
She Go featuring Jay Stones, baby.
and we the first to get it. We exclusive. What's the deal? What's the deal, man? You want just
chilling, man.
Man, who is Static, man?
Let me talk to the people, man. It's the St. Louis legend, man. Static, a.k.a. Atlas the Born God, man. CEO, Gift of Gab Entertainment, St. Louis independent record label. Started and created by myself, and that's what I do, man. I'm just grinding every day, working hard. Me, little bro, Jay Stones, man, another artist on Gift of Gab Entertainment, who also featured on a new single that I'm about to premiere tonight. And we just working, man, grinding every day, just in the studio all day, all night, getting it, That's what I do, man. So, yeah, man.
Man, hey, and so when you say, man, I got two questions, for real, cause you said, I heard you say something about born God, and I want to know what that means.
All right, well, the whole name is Atlas the Born God, and Atlas, it come from, Atlas was a titan, go back to Greek mythology days, man, and Atlas was a titan, and he was at war. The Titans was at war with the gods, you know, and Zeus is the ultimate God. So, you know, when the Titans, they end up losing the war, but Atlas, he survived, and he ended up being punished, you know, for life by Zeus, you know, and his punishment was he had to bear the weight of the world on his back for eternity. So that's kind of where I got the name from, you know, because I felt like all the things I've been through in my life, man, and, you know, all the struggles and everything that I have overcome and I'm still overcoming, you know, I feel like the weight of the world on my back a lot of times, man. You know, and that's kind of where the name come from. So, yeah, man, you know, Born God, man, that's just, you know, 9-7, those are numbers, you know, when you know, it's some deeper stuff, man, you know, when you start really researching and studying different religions. And, you know, I studied all religions and a whole bunch of stuff when I was incarcerated. So, you know, if you know anything about the 5%ers or anything like that, you know, the 9 and the 7, you know, it's mathematics, man. And those 9 to 7, those are the days that I was, you know, that's the month and the day that I was born. So those are the mathematics that equal up to the month and the day that I was born. 9-7, which equals Born God. So that's where the whole name comes from, Atlas, the Born God.
Okay, so yeah, it just ain't no name, you know. It has a deep meaning behind it, and you know, just that name, you know, represents who you are, and it tells a story about who you are, and not only that, where you are headed. So that's static. That's Atlas.
Wait.
The Born God.
I ain't break down. Let me break down the static real quick. You know, it's all together, man. Static,
right.
AKA Atlas, the Born God. You know, Static. That's a name that, you know, it's been with me since I was young. You know, and it come from, you know, when I was young, I had a bad attitude, bad temper. You know, and always quick to fight and argue and just a bad temper, man. So, you know, people start calling me Static because of that, or Static Addict, or Static Maker. You know, those different names that change. But, you know, I keep that name because that's part of who I am.
Man,
it's still part of who I am. It's part of my struggle. It's part of everything. So that's why the Static is there, because that's me. You know what I'm saying? Atlas, you know, burn the weight of the world on my back. That's me too. You know, that's the struggle. That's me coming up out of that. So, you know, it's all together, man.
Man,
that's the meaning.
That's hella deep, and that's real though, because, you know, I think a lot of people, they try to bury who they were, when, you know, if it wasn't for who you were, you wouldn't be who you are, you know. So, you know, with me,
exactly.
You know, I embrace it as well, Static, and, you know, I used to be ashamed of where I came from and the things I went through, and, you know, like growing up poor, you know, I used to be ashamed of that, you know. Coming when I went to the joint, you know, I was ashamed to say, cause, you know, a lot of people be lying in prison too. So I was ashamed to say that I was in here because I was broke and because I was desperate. And, you know, it took me a minute, but the more I learned about myself, the easier, you know. And I ain't gonna say easy. It was just like, yeah, I'm in here. You know, I wasn't no balling ass motherfucker when I was out there. You know, I had times when I was doing good, but at that moment, what led to my crown was me being at my lowest. You know, and being at my lowest was broke. You know, couldn't pay the rent, and, you know, just, you know, made me want to decide to make those decisions I did, which led to, you know, me being in prison, which, you know, it turned out being the best thing that happened to me. So I embrace everything like that. And then it puts you, when you do that, it gives you another gift to where you can share with people. You know, you got a story to share with people. You got things, it gives you wisdom, you know. And you can't have wisdom without going through things, you know, and making mistakes and falling. But you gotta be real, you know. In order to tap into that wisdom, you gotta be real, and you can't be afraid to you know, embrace what made you who you are. And so, you know, that's big to me. Can you talk about,
that's big.
Man, we met, and I met Static while we was in prison, you know. But I just wanna we'll touch on that. But for real, man, where are you at right now? What do you got going on right now? You know, what is Static up to?
Well, right now, you know, I'm just you know, like I said, I created an independent record label called Gift to Gab Entertainment. So what I'm doing is, you know, I'm just trying to build that up, you know, build it up from the ground up. And I learned a lot about the music business and just different things, excuse me, different things with the business that I need to know to help me be able to accomplish this goal while I was incarcerated. You know, I bought books and studied and read every book in the library pertaining to the music business, man. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I came home. You know, I went to school and I got me an associate's degree from Extreme Institute by Nelly, you know, in recording engineering. And I just wanted to really take steps that I need to take where I can learn as much as I can about this business, where I can try to be successful doing it.
Hold on.
So that's what I'm doing.
Did you graduate at the top of your class?
I did, man. I graduated with like a 3.8 grade point average, man. You know, I had 4.0s pretty much the whole time I was there. You know, I was working. Like towards the end of me going to school, I started working this little job. So it was an overnight job. And when I was going to school all day. So I might get there like 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I won't leave school till like 9:30. And I have to be at this job. I had to work at 10, and I'll be there from 10 to 7. So I wasn't getting no sleep. You know, I was just going to school, working, and any little free time I had, I was recording. So I wasn't really getting sleep. So it kind of threw me off, man. It made me, you know, my grades slacked a little bit towards the end. That's why I dropped off from that 4.0. But still graduated top of my class, man. Still, you know, I worked hard, man, and studied and did everything I needed to do, man. I had a lot of great instructors, a lot of good people, man, that helped me, man, and taught me a lot while I was there. So, you know, I just been, you know, I graduated, man, and ever since I graduated, just been moving forward, trying to, you know, because my main purpose, it wasn't to get no degree and all that, or just to say I graduated from school, but I was gone for almost 8.5 years. You know, I was doing this before I got incarcerated, but, you know, I was gone for almost 8.5 years. Well, for 8.5 years, almost 10 years. So when you gone for that long, things change, technology changed, a lot of different things changed about everything. So I had to learn everything over. And I felt like the best way for me to do that was to go to school, man, and be around professionals and people that could really help me take my career to the next level.
Yeah, hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and he got right to it too. Man, I just, you know, I'll be watching the grind too, you know, and you know, like one of the things I've experienced is, man, when I got out of prison, I ain't had too many supporters because I didn't have a lot when I was in there, you know. But I gained some people, I met some new people, got reconnected with a lot of people that I hadn't seen or heard of in a while. I haven't heard of me, and so I gained some supporters. But you know what? To me, what always bothered me was it was like you go through stages, and I can say that now. You go through stages. First, you got the stage where you telling people about what you're going to do, and you got a lot of people that think you just talking, and then you got people supporting you, to me, because you're talking about something other than, you know, getting in trouble or, you know, making things worse for them, or, you know, just, you know, they see the enthusiasm in you, and, you know, they supporting you. And then you got the stage to where you get to doing it, and, you know, people looking at you like, you know, damn, he actually doing it, you know. So you have supporters from that, you lose a few, and then when you really start doing it, and, you know, you get to that stage where, you know, it ain't no game no more. And I feel like that's the stage where you know, you look up and you think that everybody that was there in the beginning when you was talking about it, you know, they should be there right now, and you're supposed to have all these supporters, and you know, everybody's supposed to be proud of you, and you know, but it ain't, you know, it really becomes lonely. Like, you know, it ain't that many no more. You know, have you experienced that?
Man, I definitely have experienced that, man. And it's like when that comes, you can't focus on that, or you can't trip off of that, because you gotta, first of all, you gotta have a belief and a trust in yourself that's so high that no matter what nobody say or what nobody think, it's not gonna matter, because you're gonna keep doing what you're doing, and you know what you're doing, you know the path you're on, and you ain't gonna let nothing stop that. That's the attitude you gotta have, man, because I done lost friends, family members, all these people, man, and I mean, I'm just grinding and working hard. I haven't nearly got to the point where I want to be at when it comes to doing this. But, you know, some people, they just see your grind. They see how hard you work. And they see results. They see, you know, everything is about perception anyway, man. Whatever a person perceives, that's what their reality is. So if they perceive that I'm doing better than them, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, or I'm driving that, or I'm doing this, then they perception is that I'm doing better than them. So that's their reality. So that's how they're gonna feel. So once they start feeling like that, a lot of times hate comes with that. You know, and that's what I experienced. You know, I experienced that a lot, but you know, all off a person's false perception. But if they really was paying attention to seeing what I'm doing, they'll see that I'm just grinding and working hard, and my relationship with God is at an all-time high. So I feel like nothing can stop me. So, you know, people, I guess they might take that for arrogance or whatever, but you got to be confident in yourself and have a belief in yourself, because nobody else gonna believe in you. Nobody else gonna help you. Nobody gonna, especially when it comes to doing what I do. I ain't got nobody helping me do nothing. I write, I record, I mix, I master. I got people that give me beats sometimes, but I make my own beats too. Like, I do everything. So I don't, and I'm trying, on top of doing all that stuff, I'm trying to do the business side of it too. You know, I'm steady learning and trying to do the business side of this thing too. So, you know, it's a lot, man, but I believe in myself, and I don't care what nobody else say or what nobody think. Like, it don't matter.
Straight up, man. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too, man. Because you know, the way other people think, you can't change it, you know. And I always used to be like, I used to be real self-conscious, and I used to trip off of people a lot, you know, and you know, just like, man, I gained the confidence through working out, because working out, it made me look at myself, you know. It made me figure out that I didn't need nobody to get results, you know, that it was all about me, you know. So, you know, that changed my perception. But, you know, I still think, you know, like, I don't trip off it, but I'm still amazed at how other people act, because, you know, one of my goals is to, especially within the black community, I want to bring people together, you know, because it's so much when you from where I'm from, where you from, you look at that and you be like, man, the only reason why this type of circumstance exists is because we hate each other. You know, we don't never work together. We don't want to build nothing. We want to compete with each other. We want to kill each other. You know, and you know, when we look at other groups, white people, Mexicans, Hispanics, when we look at Greeks, when we look at any other culture, you know, any other group, we see that they work together, you know, and you know,
they stick together.
They stick together. They might not get along with another group, which I don't necessarily agree with that, because I believe that we all one, you know. And I done been, you know, been on that militant stuff. I done been, you know, but the more I experience and the more I learn each day I wake up, you know, I have a better mentality, and I'm just a little closer to, you know, a real understanding of, you know, how, this world we live in, you know, and it ain't about being black or white, or, you know, but that's how it is a lot of times. So you got to pay attention to those things, and that's what we had to look at. But especially when I look at us, man, I just see that we so divided in so many ways. And so, you know, when, you know, if it's me and it's another dude that's been in the same situation, and I do something, and it kind of, and I feel like it's proven that we don't have to stay here, or that this can be done. You know, I expect for that person to be motivated and to want to do, like I just showed you. I created a path for you, or the blueprint, you know, do the same thing. I don't expect, well, I do expect it now. I just don't understand, you know, how another person can, you know, they will stay in that situation and spend the majority of their time and waste a bunch of energy hating you, you know. And I'm conscious, so I pay attention to it all, you know. I can't miss it.
Yeah. I feel like, man, that what you said, a lot of people, they content, man. They content with their lives. They content with what they doing and everything. Like, there's a lot of people that might work whatever job they work, and they might have been working there for a minute, and they used to it. They used to getting that check, however much it is, every week, every 2 weeks, however they get paid. And they used to that money. They used to being able to pay their bills and live with and do what they want to do. They don't think bigger than that. They don't think, like, people don't think about getting $100,000 checks, and, you know, people don't think about even seeing money like that. They just think so small. So it's like, man, when you think like how we think on a different level and trying to make some real things happen, you know, a lot of people that don't think like that, man, it's scary. Something is like, man, they don't want to be around that. They can't see it. Like, a lot of people, and I had to realize this, man, that, you know, it got a lot to do with a lot of stuff, man. Like, our situation, what we've been through, you know, what being in prison and everything we went through in there, and just talking about everything, man, it got us to a point where we got a certain belief in ourselves that the average person don't have. They just don't. Like, they everybody is cool with being content, and I'm not content. I'm not good with being content. I'm not good with my family growing up in a city that's so dangerous like this, where I can't just get up and leave and take my family if I want to, because I gotta depend on this job, depend on this. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't got the money to do it. So if I can't just up and move my family away. I can't just go buy these things, whatever it is I might want to buy. I can't just do it all the time because I don't have the money. So if I want to get the money to be able to do things and live a better life, the type of way that I think that I need to do that, I got to work hard at what I'm trying to do and believe in myself.
You got to move. A lot of people, you got to move a different type of way. You know, you got to do
man,
shit that ain't normal, you know, to the people around you. And I think, you know, you said it, you know, that scares people. And it also, you know, it separates you from people that don't think like that. Like right now, you know, I surround myself with people that's better than me, and you know, people that when they say something, I can learn from it, you know. Not like I don't put myself in the, you know, like wherever I'm present, I get respect, and you know, and people look up to me, but really I'm looking up to them like they my mentors, because I'm trying to soak up some game. But people that don't think like that, you know, because one thing, you know, when I came home, I already knew, like, I was that dude. Like, I knew that. And so I'm thinking, like, when the people that's around me, they gonna soak that up, and then we gonna put together this power team, and we finna make it happen. But you know what? Man, they start dropping off, and I realized that, you know, and you just said it scares them, but also they cannot relate to you anymore. Like, you know, when you wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to go work out, man, they don't even want to be your friend no more because now you placing them those type of expectations on them. You know, you can't have no friend no more that wake up at 12 or 1 o'clock. You know, 1 p.m. or you know that sit around and don't do nothing. Your friends got to be on the same shit you on, and they know that. You know, so when you start getting on that type of shit, they know, you know, they can no longer, you know, I guess they feel unworthy to be around you, and then they, you know, it becomes a hate, you know, it becomes hate.
Yeah. That's all, that's all fact, man. It's crazy because I was feeling the same way. I thought that I had all these ideals and different things in my head that I was planning on doing when I came home, and I felt like, you know, a lot of people that I was, you know, like, my little small circle of people that I was dealing with before I got locked up. Like, I really ain't talking too much of them, but I started talking to more people and stuff before I came home. And when I did come home, a couple of them came through and brought clothes and money and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And my whole thing was, man, the music. Like, I was in that school 2 months after we got out. Like, I registered and had everything done while we were still in prison.
ASAP.
That's how serious I was about this. So I'm thinking that, you know, a couple people I rapped with and, you know, did music with and all this stuff that, you know, we was going to get out and we was going to make it happen. I got the knowledge on what we need to do. I know exactly what we need to do. Let's just do it. Man, it's like I got the opposite response, man, than I thought I was going to get. Like, it's like the more and more I start doing it and really, like, going towards this goal, man, they start falling off, man. They start falling off. And I guess that, you know, everybody got a purpose, man, in this life. And my purpose is to create different responses, different emotions, happiness, sadness, whatever. That's my goal is to do that through my music.
Man.
You know, my goal is to just give you what's real and give you me and what I think and my perception on things and my ideals on things and all that through my music, man. That's my purpose. My purpose is to create music, man.
Hey,
and that's not everybody's purpose. So even the people that was doing it with me, that ain't their purpose. Like, this is my purpose. And I know that. So I can't trip off them or worry about them or nobody else. I have to do what I got to do to fulfill my purpose. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing.
Man, that pretty much, you know, like, you know, every time we rap, you know, like every time we talk, you know, like Static, that's like my big bro for real, you know, and so, you know, but, you know, what's crazy is, you know, like he ain't, or, you know, he will always say, man, guns, man, he always saluting me, you know what I'm saying, but this like my big bro for real, you know what I'm saying, because, man, he always dropping some, you know, he dropping some Jews and some real game, you know, that, you know, because, you know, I think we all need to hear it from somebody else. A lot of times we know, but we also need to hear it from somebody else, because I guess that validates it, you know, but, you know, it also gives us another perception, you know, another way to look at it, perspective, I mean.
Yeah. And especially like with me, man, I'm talking and I'm telling everybody this stuff from experience, man, like, and what I'm doing. Like, this is what I've been through this. Like, I've been locked up for 8.5 years. Like, I did that, and I did everything that I needed to do to prepare for when I came out. You know, after I got old past the depressed feeling and feeling sorry for myself and all that, once I got past that, it was about, I'm in here now.
Right.
You know, maybe I'm stuck. I'm in here, so I gotta figure out what I can do to become better for when I get out, because I ain't gonna be in here forever.
He said I'm stuck.
So that's what I did. Hey, I was stuck, you know, and that's what I did, man. So I prepared, man, and you know, and I just came home, man, and I took my own little money, man, and invested and bought and got my own speakers, got me a computer, got my own mic, had my own little setup in the crib. Like I ain't waiting to go to no studios or call nobody. I got my own setup. Went to school, learn how to do this stuff myself. Got my own books, got everything, so I can learn about contracts and royalties and PROs, performance rights organizations, and all this different stuff that go with the music business, and to tell you how you get paid off your music instead of just, to turn. This band not been a hobby for me, like, for years, man. Like, I'm trying to take it to the next level, so I need to know how to make money off what I'm doing. So I had to learn all that stuff, man, and I'm still learning every day, but that's what you got to do, man. If you really want to be successful in life, you have to really trust yourself, believe in yourself, and do whatever you got to do and learn as much as you can about what you're trying to do. Like, no matter what, I don't care if you're trying to cut hair, cut grass, rake leaves, whatever you're trying to do. You need to know as much about that. Like, if I was trying to cut grass, I know about what kind of grass growing in this spot, and I know all that stuff.
Kentucky blue.
So, man, I'm trying to know everything. I don't want to have to depend on nobody for nothing. I don't want to have to pay you to do nothing. Because when you depend on somebody, you own their time. So you can't. That's gonna slow you up from what you're trying to do anyway. Because you gotta wait for them. You gotta wait for this person to say, "Okay, come on, you can come to the studio," or "Come on, I got this beat for you," or "Come on, you gotta wait." Like you can't just do it. And me, when it comes to doing this, I gotta be able to do it when I'm ready to do it. I can't depend on nobody. And that's why I decided to learn everything, or try to learn as much as I can about what I'm trying to do.
Man, hey, I gotta have you. We're gonna have to do like a part 2, and you might be on this show. You probably be on this show, man. Probably about 4 or 5 more times. Probably more than that. And if you was up here, you would be the motherfucking co-host, my motherfucking partner, y'all, and the first guest on the Real Plug.
Man, look. If I was up there, we'd be rich right now, man.
Man, we'd be motherfucking rich.
Man, yeah, man. I'm in St. Louis, man. My dude in Columbia, a couple hours away. But man, we gonna link up and we gonna definitely get some things together, man.
Man,
real.
Already.
He talking about me and interviewing me, but man, this dude here got so much stuff going on and been doing so much ever since day one. I'm talking about this man had his own building with workout equipment and everything he needed in there within the first month of being home. So that let you know. That let you know.
It was like 2 months. It was like 2 months.
Man, look, it was soon. I know that. He had the name of the company, the logo. He had co-workers. He had all these friendly white girls posting videos and laughing and smiling, talking about working out and all this and that. So, man, my dude came home doing this thing too, man. And this podcast is just one thing, man. We trying to take over everything, man. So we just working, man.
And it's just like you say, it's just one thing. And I want to say that real quick because like people that know me, they know that a lot of people see me that don't know me prior to the Corey Crosby right now, the Guns, whatever you want to call me. They know the dude that got out of prison and opened a gym. But like I was talking about starting my own marketing company, advertising company, publishing books, writing, man, doing all type of shit. And so when people, the stuff I'm doing like right now, like we talked about doing this, like before, man, like the shit's crazy. And, even with the detail, the mobile detail and all this other shit, like people think that's like new shit. No, I'm just doing shit that I said I was going to do, and that shit scared people. Like, and people will talk about, you'll hear people say, oh, so now you wash cars, now you do a podcast, or now you do this, now you want to market, now all this stuff, but you don't know, you only know what you know, you don't know what I know, and you don't.
Check this out. Check this out. The same people that say all that stuff, they don't say that stuff when you see Puff Daddy on TV. This dude got liquor, he got clothes, he got music, he got this, he got that. You don't hear nobody complaining about this, man. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I know I ain't no billionaire like him, but damn, I'm working hard and grinding and doing the same thing that he had to do to get to where he at.
He laying out the blueprint.
You know,
what I look like not following that motherfucker.
Man, look.
Motherfucker.
All the dudes, man, laid out the blueprint. You know, him, Master P, Dame Dash, Jay-Z, like these type of dudes that
Damon John, Fubu dude. Man, a whole man, anybody that done laid out a blueprint. If I'm trying to get rich and where they at, why the fuck I ain't gonna be doing what they doing? And also with that, like this just, man, we gonna have to do it again, but this another thing. You know, I know millionaires, I know, man, the people I associate with, like, you know, these people are successful, you know, and I ain't gonna say like successful just money wise. I mean successful like they are successfully going after and pursuing their dreams, you know, and you know, but I know millionaires, multi-millionaires that get up at 3 a.m. in the morning and they do, man, they day is just work, grinding. So if they grinding and doing all this shit, I need to be doing 10 times it because I ain't there. You know, just like in the joint, you know, in prison, you know, it was dudes that was in shape. They work out 1 time a day. They can do that. You know, if I'm trying to get where they at, you know, I need to be doing more. So I'm working out 3 times a day.
2-3 times a day.
Man. And so it'll be a motherfucker that don't work out. They be like, you need to take a break. You know, out of shape motherfucker. You need to take a break. Why? So I could look like you, so I could be you? Motherfucker, don't give me no advice. Go sit your punk ass down somewhere. You know?
That's why, and that's the thing about prison. Like, prison taught me so much, man, because it's just like when you talking about the working out, when we was working out and stuff, man. I'm talking about one of the main things that will help you develop discipline is working out. Working out, man. We worked out 2-3 times a day. I'm talking about like the right before we came home. What was that? 2015, the year before, right before we came home. That August of that year, we fasted for Black August. If you don't know about Black August, look it up, Google it, whatever, look it up. But we fasted for Black August, and from 8 a.m., 8 p.m., no eating, no listening to music, no watching TV, none of that. All we did was study Black history, study the things that we talking about today. You know, had real talk, real conversations, like from 8 to 8. And in between that time, not eating and doing all that stuff, we still worked out 2-3 times a day. No food, no eating, we still worked out. People making excuses, oh man, I ain't got no food, man, I can't work out today, I ain't got nothing to eat. Man, look, you went 30 days, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Straight up.
No food. And we worked out 2-3 times a day.
Hey,
it ain't no excuses for nothing, man.
Ain't for nothing. And you know one thing we need to do, we're gonna do a show. One of our shows is gonna be about, you know, that working out and that discipline, and we're gonna talk about all this shit we did, because people ain't gonna believe like the type of workouts we did. Like when I say beast mode, I'm talking like, man, you know, when I came home, I done had people work out. You know how many people I done just made throw up. I had one dude come busting my gym talking about, man, I gotta work out with you. I be seeing you on face. Man, 3 minutes later, this motherfucker throwing up. And I wasn't even, like, right now, I feel like I'm out of shape. Like, I need that type of motivation. I wonder if you can just go back to the joint for the weekend. Nah.
Man, look, I told people before that when you in prison, like, well, you know, it's a certain type of a level of everything that you go to. Like, I don't think that I can ever, being out here, I don't think I can ever get back to that level. Like mentally.
No.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can get back to that level, man.
I think it's surrounding.
It bring out something different. It bring out a different type of discipline and survival, and you focus on getting out and what you got to do and just different things, man. Where it's just the level of where I was at, man. It was so high. It's still high right now, but I don't think it can ever get to that level, man. Cause man, I don't know, man. You got to go to prison to understand, and we don't want nobody to go to prison. I'm not promoting going to prison, but
if you catch a case,
and we had to go, and you'll see what I'm saying, man.
If you happen to catch a case after this show, ask about them guns and static workouts,
man. Oh man. Yeah,
hey, we some legends in that motherfucker.
We got it in. Yeah,
we some legends.
You got it in.
And he is static. He a legend on that court too, on that motherfucking court. And he got my game together a little bit because we won that motherfucking 3-point shootout, didn't we?
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I used to be up there busting them dudes. I'm retired now, man. I ain't cool on.
Man,
I'm retired.
I need to go.
Retired, baby.
I need to go hoop. I need to.
Man, look. Only thing I do, man, is be locked up in the studio, man, all day, every day, man. I ain't got time to hoop, man. I'm trying to get rich. I did enough hooping for 8.5 years inside that deal, man. Yeah. I'm trying to get rich.
Hey, look.
Real, man.
Man, you heard it. I'm trying to get rich too. We trying to get rich, man. And the motherfucker don't like it.
It ain't even just about being rich, man. It's about, like you said earlier, man. It's about being able to help other people. It's about being able to be in a position where you can help people. Cause anybody will let you know I don't do this for money. I don't care about. Of course, I want to get paid for what I do because I put in a lot of work. And I feel like I'm good enough to get paid for it. But at the same time, I don't do this for that reason. I do this because I love doing it, and it's a passion. It's something that God put in me to do. So,
you gotta be bigger.
That's why I do it. But it's about, we trying to get to a place where we be good financially, man, because you can't do nothing in this world, man, if you ain't got no money.
If you ain't got
and that's just what it is. You can't do nothing. And I'm trying to take care of my whole family. I want to be in a position where I can take care of everybody, and I can't do that just working no job, man, my whole life, and waiting on my retirement or whatever. I gotta get it, man. Like I know how to get it, and that's why it's all about just working, man. Believing in yourself and just keep going. Don't never give up. Keep going.
Man, y'all heard it. Man, look. I forgot the quote, so I'm gonna read it. It's Malcolm X, and then I just want you, man. We got this. I'm excited to let everyone hear this song. She Go. I listened to it right before the show. Hey, that mug hard too. That mug nice. Hey, he told me he was working on it. I'm talking about it's like fresh off the stove, like them hot ass biscuits that come out the oven. That's how hot they is. It's gonna burn you. All right.
Man, I've been in here working on this song, man, for a minute, and I'm talking about right before I sent it to you, I just finished it. I haven't even listened to it myself in the car nothing yet. So I just sent it right to you, man. Fresh off the press, man. Fresh mix.
Man.
Jay Stones, he got a little part on there. His part that he on there.
Shout out to Jay Stones.
Today.
Man.
Just recorded that part today.
Damn.
So, that lets you know how fresh this song is.
Hey.
Like, exclusive.
Hey, y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it. Look, this is the quote for the day. Every show we're gonna do a quote. Man, that's one of my things. I love quotes. Some of them are gonna be from people I know. Some of them are gonna be people that that everybody knows. Today, this quote is by Malcolm X, and I have a quote. I try to read something every day, or I look up a quote, or I just flip back through some of my notes, and you know, I would just think about that for that day. You know, to me, quotes is powerful, so I'm always gonna give you a quote. This one is from Malcolm X. This says, "The future belongs to those who prepare for it today." And we cover that. We talked a lot about that during the show, so I don't think it's no more need to elaborate on it. I'm gonna say it one more time. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Malcolm X. Man, hey.
Malcolm X.
Man.
The great Malcolm X.
The great Malcolm X. Hey, man, tell us about this song, man. And we're going to get up out of here, man. I'm going to let you go, man. I know you got shit to do.
Well, yeah, I got a couple things to do, man, but it's all good. Yeah, this song, man, you know, it's called She Go, man, featuring Jay Stones. You know, right from Gift to Gab Entertainment, man. You know, we just got done recording it, finished it up today. I mixed it, mastered it. I did all that to it, man. You know, wrote, recorded it, you know. So, yeah, man, it's She Go, man, featuring Jay Stones, man, the latest single. You know, I'm working on a new album and a mixtape. Working on Jay Stones' album and mixtape. We're working on something together. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff we're doing. We got a lot of songs recorded, a lot of music. We just steady working, man. Just, you know, and we're gonna hit y'all over the head, man, for the rest of this year, 2019, and forever. We're gonna hit y'all over the head, man. So get ready for it, man. Gift to Gab Entertainment, St. Louis independent record label, owned and created by yours truly, the one and only street legend, Static, a.k.a. Atlas the Born God.
You did.
Check it out.
Hey, where can motherfuckers find you? Where can people find Static? Follow you?
Yeah, I'm on, you can follow me on Instagram. You know, I'm on Instagram, real static _921. You can hit me up on, I got Snapchat. You know, you can hit me up on there. It's the real static _921. And you can hit me on Facebook. You know, just type in the government name, Dwayne Phillips. Static Gift to Gab Entertainment. You can type in all that stuff. It'll pop up. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud.
What is 921? Your inmate number?
Yeah, that's the last three of the inmate number, man. You know, it's
I was trying 21,
to be 20. No, that's real though, because 21, that's always been my favorite number. Like, that used to be my basketball number, my baseball number when I played sports and all that. 21 was always my number.
This how thorough Static is. When he went to prison, he was like, man, y'all better give me my favorite number and this motherfucking ID.
Nah, man, it just, you know, numbers, man, it got a lot of meaning, man. Like, you know, numbers and it just, all that stuff got meaning.
It add up. So, it add up. You ain't gotta tell me. I'm already hip to the mathematics, you know. So, you know.
Oh yeah, you know about the mathematics, man.
Yeah,
you know, 9. That's my bad, but you know, 9. That's my birthday month, man. So, you know, 921. It just go together. It's just part of me, man. And then that me being locked up, you know, that's part of me. That's part of what I've been through. That's part of where I'm at right now. So it's all together. It's all tied together, man.
Hey, man, you know, I value these conversations because it's not every day you get to have a intellectual conversation, something you could take away and make yourself better. You know, you don't get to do that every day. So I value, you know, anytime I get to have a good conversation with somebody. You know, I think we've been talking for about an hour. You know, when you having a good conversation, you know, time just flies. You know, and you know, you take a lot from it. You know, you know, your day goes on, but it's like education. You know, it brings something out of you that will make you better, you know. So you need that. Your mind need to be stimulated. You need to exercise your body, you know. You need to exercise your mind. You need to exercise your spirit. You need to be doing all them things. So, you know, sometimes just finding the right person to talk to and having the right conversation can solve a lot of things. It can re-inspire you. It can wake you up. You know, it can motivate you. It can push you to where it can make you not make a bad decision, you know, and all of that, you know. So I always value good conversation, and I appreciate you, man, just taking the time out your day, coming on this show. I definitely appreciate you giving the real plug this fresh, hot single that don't nobody else got. I feel like the motherfucking man right now, you know, because I got something don't nobody else got.
Yeah, that's what's up,
man, motherfuckers got to go through me to get it. You hear me? Don't nobody.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate, man. I definitely appreciate you. You know, you called me in, man, and set this up because I definitely wanted to get some stuff out, man, and just, you know, get some real talk out there, man. Try to inspire people and motivate people, you know, and just let them know that, man, you got to believe in yourself. I know I can't say it enough, man. You just got to believe in yourself. You got to trust God, man. You got to have faith. Sometimes you got to. The way to really be successful and really make things start moving for yourself, man, you got to step out on faith. You got to do stuff when you don't see it. You don't see you know what you want. You know the results you want in your head. You see it in your head, but you don't physically see it. So you got to step out and just you got to believe yourself that much that, man, you will step out there. You know. You got to believe if you step off that building, man, you ain't going to fall. You're going to just float in the earth. You got to believe it.
Man.
That's what I believe, man. I believe if I step off that building, man, I'm not going to fall.
Man, we're gonna leave that right there. Ain't nothing else got to be said, man. We're going to end it like that.
Real talk.
Man, my motherfucking dude, Static, Atlas, the
I
boy
do it
Atlas.
good, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Straight up.
Get your motherfucking hands up. Get 'em up. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Yeah.
I just like the sound of it.
Get your motherfucking hands up. Yeah. Man, that bitch go. Put your motherfucking hands up. Hit the toe, boy, I'm clean. Pocket full of cream. Started with nothing but $1 in the dream. In the booth, eyes low. Blowing on some steam. About to call, what's her name? She be blowing on the team. Cause she go. Yeah, 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 she go. Hit the toe, boy, I'm clean. Pocket full of cream. Started with nothing but $1 in the dream. In the booth, eyes low. Blowing on some steam. About to call, what's her name? She be blowing on the team. Cause she go. Yeah, she go. Yeah, she go. Yeah, she go. Yeah, she go. What you mad cause she rockin' with the team, nigga? I'm a boss, keep a pocket full of cream. Wrist Rocky Balboa, yeah, that motherfucker mean, nigga. You can hear that Hemi pull up on the scene like Tatum, my driver. Pull up for the green, nigga. Hop out with the ball head clean, nigga. Big faces all in my jeans, nigga. Looking like I work a triple beam, nigga. I think I'm money making Mitch, nigga. Yeah, she go, but she a money making bitch, nigga. So bust it open, let me see something. If I like it, I'll buy it, I don't be stuck. She gave it up and I ain't take on a date for it. Looked me in my eyes and told me you ain't gotta pay for it. She gave it up and I ain't take on a date for it. Looked me in my eyes and told me you ain't gotta pay for it. Hit the toe, boy, I'm clean. Pocket full of cream. Started with nothing but $1 in the dream. In the booth, eyes low. Blowing on some steam. About to call, what's her name? She be blowing on the team. Cause she go. Yeah, she go. Yeah, she go. Hit the toe, boy, I'm clean. Pocket full of cream. Started with nothing but $1 in the dream. In the booth, eyes low. Blowing on some steam. About to call, what's her name? She be blowing on the team. Cause she go. Yeah, she go. Bend it over, touch your toes, show me that you train to go. Mama raised the hoe, you got that bag, she gon' fuck for show. Bend it over, touch your toes, show me that you train to go. Mama raised the hoe, you got that bag, she gon' fuck for show. Bend it over, touch your toes, show me that you train to go. Mama raised the hoe, you got that bag, she gon' fuck for show. Bend it over, touch your toes, show me that you train to go. Mama raised the hoe, you got that bag, she gon' fuck for show. Bend it over, touch your toes, show me that you train to go. Mama raised the hoe, you got that bag, she gon' fuck for show. Bend it over, touch your toes, show me that you train to go.
Mama raised the hoe, you got that bag, she gon' fuck for sure. Bend it over, touch your toes, show me that you trained to go. Mama raised the hoe, you got that bag, she gon' fuck for sure. Bend it over, touch your toes, show me that you trained to go. Mama raised the hoe, you got that bag, she gon' fuck for sure.
Hit the toe, boy, I'm clean. Pocket full of cream. Started with nothing but $1 in a dream. In the booth, eyes low, blowing on some steam. About to call, what's her name? She be blowing on the team. Cause she go, she go, she go, she go, yeah, she go, she go, she go, she go, yeah, she go, yeah, she go. Hit the toe, boy, I'm clean. Pocket full of cream. Started with nothing but $1 in a dream. In the booth, eyes low, blowing on some steam. About to call, what's her name? She be blowing on the team. Cause she go, she go, she go, she go, yeah, she go, she go, she go, she go, yeah, she go, she go, she go, she go, yeah, she go. She go, she go, she go. Man, that bitch go. She go. Man, that bitch go. She go. Man, that bitch go. Man, that bitch go. She go. Man, that bitch go. She go. Man, that bitch go. Man, that bitch go. She go. Man, that bitch 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 go. She go, she go, she go.
I just like the sound.